Hey, Mike J. Hey, actually, thanks for sending those notes the other day on the beta. I just finished putting in a lot of those bugs you were talking about. So, yeah, the new version should have all pretty much everything you were talking about should be fixed in the new one. I think, well, I don't know if it's up right now, but I uploaded it right before the stream. It might still be processing, so maybe tonight at some point it'll be ready. Yeah, change the menus too. I guess you can't really see it here, but I'll move this over a little bit. The layer menus are a little different now. They use the same style as all the other pop-ups. It's kind of hard to see over white actually, but yeah, they've been updated so that they work. You don't have to click on it twice, which is kind of weird before. And what other changes? There were a lot of changes that you suggested that I'm forgetting exactly all of them. But okay. Another change in this version, guys, is the whatchamacallit. The merge down has been improved a little bit, so let me save this before I do anything drastic. But basically, it works with clip now, which is cool because, let me show you. So if let's say we have a layer of some textures or something else, right? And then I'm gonna click on this layer, and then there's an option to clip down. And with clip down, sorry, this music is crazy loud. Clip down, it clips it there, and that's the same as always. The only difference now is that you can also merge down, which will combine these two layers like that. So then I don't know. So now it's all in the same layer if you wanted to do that. Merge is still kind of iffy because, I mean, it's not iffy, but it's a little bit scary because you lose the history of the strokes when you merge down. It basically flattens everything and turns it into just regular pixels, which isn't so great. So, and I'm not sure how to fix that or how to get that to work, because it would be kind of tricky with the layering. But anyway, working on it. It's work in progress. So yeah. Hey, Streets of Zine, welcome back. Hello. Sorry, 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay. Hello, Abby. Hey Jinyu, do I need to send email? No, actually I set up a link now, so the link is in the description of this video, and if you want to try the iOS beta, you can just click on that link. Let me make, yeah, this version right here that I'm using, I just uploaded. I don't think it's active yet. Let me double check if it is live. But yeah, I was incorporating some changes that Mike J suggested the other day. He's been trying the beta version, so thank you, Mike J. Okay, it is up. Group. Add groups to this build. iOS beta next. Check if old paintings load and if purchases are restored. Okay, it is submitted. So yes, this version should be up now. Okay, let's go back to painting now. This painting, I think I'm going to need a lot of resolution on the colors, or a lot of sensitivity on the colors, because it's so, like, all these light values are so close together that I'm going to try to make my color bar bigger so I can get more control over the colors. And I think this is the most desaturated picture so far this month. Everything so far has been super colorful, so maybe I'll try, I thought I would try this one just to, you know, for some variety, so it doesn't all have to be super clown fiesta, you know. We can just chill a little bit, do something more, a little more subtle. And we are listening to the soundtrack for Legend of Legaia, which was like the only RPG I ever played. It was on PlayStation 1, and I freaking loved this game. But I think I was too dumb to finish it, or I don't think I ever finished it. I got stuck at some point. I was never very good at RPGs. I would always get stuck. I also got stuck on that one Golden Sun for Game Boy Advance. Never finished it. So then I gave up on RPGs. I think I finished Zelda DX, like the Game Boy Color Zelda. But oh, and I think I finished Pokemon too. But that's it. I'm severely behind on RPGs. But I feel like I should someday I'll try to catch up on RPGs, because I really like this game a lot. And I remember the characters being like 10 polygons. Like their whole head was made out of a cube or something. And the monsters had like 10 polygons each. But it was just so exciting. So awesome. Actually, the music was really good, so that's why we're playing it. remembers. Did you finish it? I feel sad that I really like Golden Sun too, but I was too dumb. I didn't have the skills. Yeah. Mike J. Yeah, merging will. What merging basically does is it turns all the strokes into an image. So you lose all the stroke data and all the history and everything, and it just becomes one image. So yeah, it's kind of a sacrifice to merge. Ideally, I need to figure out a way to merge while keeping the strokes intact, but it's really tricky with clipping layers because the way the masking works is sort of a mess when you try to merge it because the order of stuff. One thing I'm trying to figure out, it's kind of stinks, is that I've been getting emails from Chinese heavy paint people that are, for some reason, like I can't authenticate, or like for some reason, like so the authentication server is blocked in China, so I can't, like, doesn't work in China. It's really, I don't know what to do. I might have to change the server to somewhere else that can connect to China, because it's becoming sort of a problem. But it's cool. I'm still learning about all this stuff. It's all like very new to me. I just learned about like making a server the other day when my Dropbox got overloaded finally. Ay, 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 ay. I miss how much echo the old games had in their soundtracks. It was like echo overload. And also, especially the game Wipeout. You guys remember Wipeout, the like hover racing game? Had a ridiculous amount of echo in all the sound effects, and it sounded so cool. I think probably nowadays that's probably looked down on as being cheesy or old-fashioned, but I really like those old echo sound effects. If I made a game, it would be ultra echoey. You wouldn't be able to tell what was going on. And there would be no save. Pleinair Pro wearing on me? Not really. I feel fine. Still enjoying it. Are you guys getting sick of these Pleinair Pros? I'm actually having fun because I feel like I'm getting to try new stuff and experiment a little bit. If there's an iOS beta, count me in. Well, you're in luck, Bruce, because if you look in the description of the video, there's a link for the beta, which has just been freshly updated like 15 minutes ago. I am a little bit concerned about phones because I don't have an iPhone to test with over here. So if anyone's got a phone, that's something I need help with a lot. You know, because phones usually have less memory too than the iPad, so who knows what the hell's gonna happen. iOS memory is a nightmare. I don't know if I told you guys this before, but just doing, you know, testing of the same painting on iOS versus desktop versus Android, the same painting will take like 3 or 4 times more memory for some reason on iOS. And I've been like looking it up, like this can't be real. Why? That doesn't make any sense. And people on the internet are like, yep, that's just how it is. iOS for some reason cannot compress images properly, and it's just really horrible memory usage. So I'm trying to I have a lot of work to do to like optimize the iOS version, because man, it's rough sometimes. Like, you know, so far the workaround is just to have the resolution be pretty low. But if I go to, you know, 1920 by 1920, I think you would only be able to have like probably about 10 layers or so, which I'm sure people would complain about. So I don't know. It's gonna be tricky. Figure out this iOS bullshit as usual. Does payment for a regular iOS version transfer to the beta? I'm not sure if you can pay on iOS, can you? On the beta. But actually, if you get the beta, I think you should be able to restore the purchases from the regular version. So yeah. It's meant to read the same purchase from the old version. I have had a ton of fun, learned a lot, and looking forward to a night off. Yeah. Yeah. It's good. It's good though. At least 1 month of consistency. It's manageable. Then we can go back to being lazy bums, right? Have you guys seen those paintings that people been doing on Twitter of like super epic mountains and landscapes, but done on Microsoft Paint? It's pretty amazing. Like, and I'm happy because I'm a huge fan of Microsoft Paint, and to see like these big name digital painters going for it with no layers, like traditional style, Microsoft Paint style, it's pretty cool. I can dig it. I used to actually use Microsoft Paint for studies a lot, specifically because the fill bucket on Microsoft Paint, you can draw a line and fill it without any weird border when you fill it. Whereas with Photoshop, you have this like anti-aliasing that happens when you try to fill within a line that looks really weird. So I was all about Microsoft Paint for a while. And it feels really nice too. It's like super fast and snappy. Yeah, I love Paint. I started with Dr. Halo. What is Dr. Halo? I think this graph also is a little bit messed up on iOS. I gotta fix that. 0.08 undos per stroke. Okay, that's good. Let's also turn on Oh shit, I'm missing hardcore mode. Oops. It was a graphics program in 1988. Whoa. I gotta look this up. I've never heard of Dr. Halo. Oh man. You guys ready for this? This looks crazy. Dr. Halo / Dr. Genius Fun Time. Oh man, those are some big discs. Okay, this is definitely before my time. Whoa. Damn, look at that graphic design. Jeez, it has text. That's more advanced than HEAVYPAINT already. What is he doing? What is that pattern on the background?
At least it isn't as scrappy as AutoCAD. Now let's give
Burn.
this a hex pattern. Let's choose a funky color.
Did you guys hear that? He said it's not as bad as AutoCAD.
What about Dr. Genius?
Dr. Genius. I should call it Dr. Paint.
I don't know.
Dr. Heavy.
It's not working.
Okay. Very nice.
Display. Blue presentation.
That looks pretty horrible. My condolences to you, Bruce. Let's go back to the screen share here. I'm always surprised like how early on in computers that people were trying to do painting stuff and graphic and like 3D modeling and all this graphics. I guess it's natural, but like it's not as intense computationally, I guess, as I thought. Oh man. Okay. Sounds fun. 4 colors and arrow keys? What? Can you explain that? Like, you use arrow keys to paint? Do you like use the arrows to jump around to different squares and then you press enter to like put a color there? That's insane. And did I hear that guy saying that in his video he was saying like back in the day that mouses used to come with software? So was this like Dr. Halo thing bundled with a mouse as like, you know how like tablets nowadays they bundle a painting software to come with the tablet so you can use the tablet. So was this like, hey, you got a mouse, guess what, now you can paint. Here you go. Now you don't have to use the keyboard anymore to paint, guys. We can use a mouse. What a day we live in. Pre-mouse. It came with the OS. Jeez. So how excited were you when the mouse came out? And were you an early mouse adopter, or did you think that mice were stupid? And were you like, oh, mouse is a fad, keyboard can do it, I can paint with my keyboard. Keyboard's way better than mouse. Was that you? Were you one of those guys? Do you still use a keyboard? Are you using a mouse now? Get with the times, man. That's ridiculous. Spider-Man was with the mouse and I was a happy boy. Dang, man. So you could be... It could have been like Christmas for you and you got a mouse, and that's like the best day ever. It's like, I got a mouse. Oh, man. Yeah, guys. Technology. I guess I shouldn't complain about the crappy memory of iOS devices when Mr. Bruce here didn't even have a mouse when he was painting back in his day. They just used their faces to paint. Just rubbed their face all on the ground and that's how they painted. I mean, honestly, I would have just got a piece of paper and started trying, like, using a keyboard. Oh my god, it's like Etch-a-Sketch almost. Well, I guess Etch-a-Sketch was pretty popular too. Man, I hope Etch-a-Sketch will become a trend on Twitter someday, where like all these big name artists just start using Etch-a-Sketch and swear by Etch-a-Sketch, and they like do all their concept art in Etch-a-Sketch. And then Etch-a-Sketch stock goes way up. And then Etch-a-Sketch buys like a new office space in downtown San Francisco or something, and then Etch-a-Sketch ends up like buying out Mr. Potato Head for like $50 billion. Toys are pretty cutthroat, guys. Toys are serious business, actually. Alright, I'm gonna try the merge down just for the sake of this. Let me save this before I do it. What do we call this? Misty. Okay, thank you. Alright, I'm gonna merge down. Merge down. Merge down. Okay, I think it's intact. I don't think anything got ruined. This looks kind of stiff to me, like I don't know, it needs some massaging here. You want an app called Line that is just the line tool? Okay. Well, you could, I guess, turn off all your other tools. It is possible. You could say like, turn off all these. I guess you can't see what's on my screen, but basically get rid of all the tools except for the line tool. Thank you, Butter Ponzu. Hi, Charlie. Hello, Siddharth. Thank you. Well, I just lost all my tools. heads up if when we get an update on iOS, well, you're in luck because we have the beta happening right now. It's in the link in the description. So you can try it out if you want. I just uploaded this version right before the stream. The one I'm using right here. Let's see. You guys finally won. Enough people were asking about the iOS version that I've finally broken down and done it ish. I mean, it's not done yet, but at least it's at a state where it's usable. I mean, we haven't any crashes yet today, I say nervously. But no, it's been relatively stable from testing. Been testing it outside also for Pleinair Pro a little bit. I really like this picture though. There's a lot of weird edges happening, like soft edges that, you know, blend into each other and become hard and then become soft again, like especially this one over here. Oh wait, you can't even see that, but this edge right here I think is probably my favorite edge, where it's like soft and then sharp and then soft again. Because that's such a weird thing to see. It's very uncommon, I feel like. Or I'm talking about this edge right here. Maybe we can go crazy with the color and the texture of the rock pile in the front, since everything else in this picture is so chill, you know, so we don't want to fall asleep. So I'm going to try to make this foreground really crunchy and textural. And actually, you know what? This way of working where you use your finger for the colors and then you use your hand for the drawing, it's actually pretty nice. This is something that you can't really do on the desktop version. I see triangles, yeah. There are a lot of triangles in here. I am a sucker for triangles. So this line radial tool has been updated a little bit, and there's a couple of options here. Well, actually the main option really is this inner size right here, and that controls how big the middle point is of the line radial. So let's say we're at 100% here, and this is a regular 100% line radial. Right, so each line is about the same width. But if we change this down to like 0% inner size, that looks like that. So all the points are going down to 0 towards the middle here, like that. And then we can also change it to be bigger. So we can say like, 1000% bigger in the middle. And now, if we make the size smaller, you can see it's like a bunch of spikes. So that's line radial. And you can also put texture on it. You can say like, color jitter probably would be cool. You could do turn off random map, then it'll repeat itself perfectly. Or you could say, let's put a gradient or lines like that. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Never tried this one before. That's kind of cool. Oof, my eyes. My eyes are bleeding. Oh. You can also change the rotation. So you can say follow last. And it's going to follow the last point. So they're all going to point towards the last point. Whoa, that's crazy. I'm not sure if this is working properly. It looks kind of weird. Anyway, Looks like a shell. It gets a little bit laggy, I guess. Whoa. Works with pressure too, if that's your thing. So this is a weird tool, but I think it's could be useful. I haven't really like fully figured it out yet. But I think it's good for texture. Especially if you start to, let's say we get this brow texture, and you can change the stretch of it and see how that looks. So that's brow when it's stretched out. Kind of looks like a rake. Or we can make it repeat. So this is the opposite of stretch, it's like compressing it. That's interesting too. We can change the texture size, make it smaller. It makes it a little bit more visible to see what's going on. I like this texture. So yeah, this is still brow. Good old brow, but like remixed. I'm sorry, I'm getting a little carried away. I just want to test all these. Ooh, this is cool. What the hell? Okay, I've made a mess. Okay. Just use that on my Pleinair for Venus flytrap teeth. Nice. Nazumi's asking, are you ever planning to... Hey, Nazumi, are you lazy, Nazumi? or a different Nezumi? Add symmetry. I mean, symmetry could be done. I've played around with it, experimented with it, but I that's probably later on. There's a lot of more um, more horrible things I need to fix first before I get to cool stuff like symmetry. Okay. Alright guys, I think that's it for today. Actually, I feel like the rocks pattern could be cooler. I wonder if... go random. Oh man, that would be a nice bush texture. Shit, I should be like saving these as presets. Line radial mix color and follow last. Alright, let's see. Mix color. Follow last. Wait, you mean with a mix tool? Let's see, line radial. Follow last. Whoa, holy shit. Oh man. I think I screwed up my painting. Woo! That's weird. There we go, it's perfect. Is this thing getting hot? Alright. I broke it. I broke it. God damn it. There we go. Okay. I think that's it for this one. It's so weird. Kind of looks like a lens, like a Fresnel lens or some weird distortion. Whoa. It kind of looks like the bottom of a pot, like when you're, you know, when the bottom of the pot is all brushed in a circle, brushed aluminum. That's what it looks like, brushed aluminum. That's pretty cool. Woo! Okay. Alright, I'm gonna stop messing with it. Thanks for joining in, guys. I'll see you next time.